Hey guys, it's Fanatic Guide, and just so you know, I am going to be looking at my notes for this. This is going to be about FCC's new plan to abolish net neutrality, which is something that their chairman, Ajit Pai, wants to end. And this net neutrality thing has been around since like 2014, 2015, something like that. And he wants to end that. Now, this guy has been a lawyer for Verizon. He has been, I believe he's been on the Supreme Court, and he's been on in several positions for the FCC. And so to get started on my positioning on this, what I want to explain for the specifics about his plan is, to get started, he felt that the FCC made a mistake by stopping Comcast from blocking BitTorrent in 2008. And he thinks all the regulatory actions that the FCC took after that gave itself the authority to prevent blocking, to give itself the authority to prevent blocking were wrong. And they want to go back to the legal framework that allowed Comcast to block BitTorrent. And he claims that the rules will, quote, significantly reduce the likelihood that internet providers, such as Comcast, will behave in ways that harm consumers, and to not prevent, mind you, but reduce the chances. Let's say this goes like way back. I'm going to use this hypothetical example. It's sort of like this. I'm going to use a different internet provider for this hypothetical example. It's sort of like this. If this new plan passes, which this plan is set to go for a vote in December. This is being recorded in November, specifically the 22nd. It is set to go to vote on December, and to come to my hypothetical example. My example would be that if Verizon blocked Etsy, that would be part of the plan and what they could do, similar to Comcast blocking BitTorrent. And some things that I have here. In the 2008 Comcast BitTorrent order, the Commission sought to directly enforce federal internet policy that it drew from various. Why can I not pronounce it? I never went over my notes. Statutory provisions consistent with the Internet Policy Statement, finding certain actions by Comcast contravened federal policy by significantly impeding consumers' ability to access the content and use the applications of their choice. In 2010, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit rejected the Commission's action, holding that the Commission had not justified its action as a valid exercise of ancillary authority. Bullets 15, 16, and 17 are the history of the FCC first trying to pass rules under Title I, Verizon winning a lawsuit in which the court said the rules would have to be under Title II, and then passing the rules under Title II. 2018. In May 2017, we adopted a Notice of Proposed Rulemaking, Internet Freedom NPRM, in which we proposed to return to the successful light touch bipartisan framework that proposed a free and open internet and, for almost 20 years, saw it flourish. Specifically, the Internet Freedom NPRM proposed to reinstate the information service classification of broadband internet access service. The Internet Freedom NPRM also proposed to reinstate the determination that mobile broadband internet access service is not a commercial mobile service, to determine how to best honor the Commission's commitment to restoring the free and open internet. The Internet Freedom NPRM also proposed to reevaluate the Commission's existing rules and enforcement regime to analyze whether ex ante regulatory intervention in the market is necessary. Specifically, the Internet Freedom NPRM proposed to eliminate the Internet Conduct Standard and the non-exhaustive list of factors intended to guide application of that rule. It also sought comment on whether to keep, modify, or eliminate the bright line conduct and transparency rule. And there's more after that. And more afterthought on the net neutrality rules. I think they have a reason for being put in there. I see why they're being put in there. I can see why they're being nixed. Maybe because I'm not saying. And to do with having your internet provider blocking a website. It's like having parental controls that you cannot remove, of which your internet provider controls. And so, yeah. I also heard somewhere that something or other is only, this is also giving providers with a limited amount of stations, TV providers that is, such as like DirecTV, Dish, stuff like that. And of course, on December 7th, there will be protests at Verizon stores in several cities. And so, yeah, please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe for more videos. And I'll see you next time.